Good evening. Happy Sunday. How you doing, guys? What's up, Wayne? Doing stuff to the last minute tonight, let me tell you. And there's the link. So, we have 2 baby chicks that hatched out of their eggs. And a third one that's in the process, which makes me feel better. The other one, I'm not sure if it's going to hatch or not because that one was a little bit smaller than the other 3. Hey, cool gamer. What's up, Wayne?
Nothing much. I was keeping busy on doing something.
I'll worry you now.
Nothing to do with you, though.
We got the 2 chicks peeping on the incubator.
That's good.
Yeah, the third one's probably got a hole about like this wide.
Oh, okay.
So should be popping out. And we got a dark one that's really dark.
That's good.
And a little yellow one.
That's good. I went to Phil's birthday celebration. I was over there.
Whose birthday?
The Sillos.
Oh. I said happy birthday on the 24-minute where people were talking to him.
Yeah. I thought I should go over there because I got the notification when you came on, so.
Yeah. I didn't think I turned monetization on for this. We'll try it, see what happens.
People getting new followers every time.
What is he eating?
Oh my God, look who's on here. Tasha.
What, Wayne?
Who's on here?
Not his. No. Got a Remy scooter. I'm gonna kick. Hang on. All right. Hey Sid, how's it going? Hope everything's going well with you. It was gorgeous here today.
Yep.
Of course.
Everything's going well these days. Very quiet, right?
Yeah, of course I didn't feel good, so I slept on and off most of the day.
Yep. Yep. Be very busy these days.
Then tomorrow I think I have to go to my ear, nose, and throat doctor for some reason. And then I get my injection after that.
That's good.
I made steak and corn on the cob for dinner.
Yeah. I was talking to that new friend of mine today. She was in my channel earlier, the one you know,
Yeah.
and a couple of the people, supporters and new supporters and everything. And I keep going supporting people. You know.
I'm doing good, Sid. Just busy, during the week. Tuesday through Friday, I work nights. So those days are pretty much shot. Kind of hard to do what I want to get done, and the
Yeah.
weekend's not long enough.
Hmm.
So tomorrow, when if I get up early or when I get back, I got to get the other brooders set up for these chicks to go in because I can't go in with the other ones because the other ones will beat up on them because they're small.
Hmm.
But it's when they hatch out, they're like I guess the only way to explain it, they're like drunken sailors because they don't stand up. They'll sit up and then they fall over and they lay down and then they'll get back up for a couple seconds and then lay back down. The other chicks that are in the garage and the brooder are ready. Bear, come here, get up here. Those ones are growing like little weeds. Um, the barred rocks that mom bought pretty much have most of their feathers. They're just, gotta fill out more. And then the two yellow ones that I hatched out in the incubator are the ones getting really big, about the size of the barred rocks. And then the little yellow one that has the little bit of black feathers, um, she's getting her feathers, or it, whatever. I think it's a hen because she's way smaller. Yep, it's a lot of work. Those and my chickens, I take care of every day, well, twice a day. Once I get up, and then before I go to work, I'm out there making sure their food's full, their water's full and clean, especially the little chicks. So if I get up early enough, I'll probably get the brooders set up for them because they should be fluffed out, hopefully by morning. And if they are, then I can move them to the brooder. But I got to get that all set up with the light and the food and water dish and the shavings in the bottom. Get a drink.
Hey, John Paul, how you doing, man?
Hey,
I
John
seen you.
Paul. It's the little babies over there in the incubator that's chirping, mister. Oh, yeah, I'm going to set that up tonight. Sid, I completely forgot about it for yesterday. So I'll get it set up for the 22nd, and I'll actually put it as a celebration with live music from CFM and have his link and all that stuff put in there. But with being sick Thursday and still not feeling the greatest on Friday, and then I started my Xanax back up, so then that kicks my butt for about a week until my body gets used to it. But other than that, everything's good. This is going to be the last batch of chicks I hatch out until I get the incubator that I want. Because this one is just so hard to keep everything regulated perfectly to what it needs to be. It's just way too finicky for me, so I'm gonna get one of them round ones. Hey Kirk, thanks for coming over. Hey Scott, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Rich's braid's coming over. Well, I'm sorry you haven't been feeling yeah, I mean I've been just back and forth. I think most of it came from the fact that I had to stop my one medicine like this. And typically that type of medicine I would wean myself off for 2 months and not 3 weeks. So but now I can start taking it again because they already did my allergy test. I know, I greatly appreciate all you guys coming over. Wayne, I'd like to go sleigh riding down that hill behind you.
There's no snow, you can't.
I know, but do you know how fun that would be if there was snow on it, stopping at the top with all them little waves and stuff on it?
I got one with snow on here too. I got one with snow.
Hey, Joe. Cheers to you too. There. Now stay over there on your cooling mat. Instead of being a goober and trying to wait. Oh, dang it. There goes your rat behind my chair. Well, you know what? It's going to have to wait till later. Oh, you had, did you have an admin, John Paul? I mean, doing it that way, having an admin is okay. You just have to, when you go in, you got to make sure that you're on your stuff. So, I mean, it can be a little bit of a pain in the butt, especially with an admin. Yeah, it's a shell stuck to it. Oh, well, it's like I said, it's probably just a piece of the membrane hanging off. You're thinking about grapes, and I'm thinking about some of that chocolate peanut butter cup ice cream. Did you eat some of it? Oh. When did you eat some of it without me? When I was taking a nap? Hang on, Joe. I'll get it for you. That's his channel link, and if you go into his about section, there's a link for his t-shirt business right there. I mean, I can get that too.
Can't wait these stitches get out. Because they're gone. I'm sick of these damn things. Trying to find that hill or have that snow on here somewhere.
I know, but that one would be fun, especially if the top was like
Yeah, I
and
know.
through all those waves and trying not to tip over.
Mm. Them are nature pictures anyway.
Yeah, I know. I love nature. Nature is
Yeah.
the best thing ever.
You have to take this pill. I'll be right back. I wish.
Hey, Mother. What's up, Nitro? Sorry, you guys are gonna have to watch me eat some ice cream.
Hey, Nitro Freak, how you doing, bud? How you doing? I just took my medicine from my hand. One more left at bedtime now. So that means it must mean it's healing because there's no more medicine for it now.
Yes, Joe. He does a lot of good work.
You know, it's what was I? I was at Casey Coin on the night talking to him, and what was that name? Mayor's Workshop. Hey, Julie May. Mayor's
Amen.
Workshop.
Yeah.
I was in talking to him and Cajun Coin Hunter, and Deer went over to someone's channel tonight, but
Mm.
I had to go do something, so I had to get out. And when I'm feeling like I'm tired from this medicine, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to get in the habit of ain't gonna bother me taking it right on here, but later on I'll be sleeping like anything tonight. They could tell the tail, right, if they go look at it, right? Doctors know.
Yeah.
And he says, "Oh, your stitches have come out." I said, "Good, take them out then. Let me have my hand back." They tell you not to use your hand for a while until it heals up. Weeks you gotta wait till it completely heals up, and I'll be glad I'm not using that chainsaw for a while either because I got the hedge clippers now. So I don't have to
Joe,
use it.
on his website, when you click contact, if you scroll down, it gives you a place to put your name, your email, and what you want to say to him, and then just hit submit, and it goes directly to him.
That my webpage email goes to.
Yeah.
It's hooked up, and I want to check that for a minute, see if anyone got in the Easter Bunny suit.
But yeah, he does really good work. He's going to be doing some for me in the near future.
Only that's stopping me right now, Tasha, is the ink, but I have ink in that new printer, so.
Yeah, I know.
Let me see, what is this? 26th of February, March. These old emails.
Well, Wednesday night and the Thursday morning, my stomach hurt so bad I was doubled over. Then Thursday night I went to work and told him I'd see how I felt around first break, which is at like 6:30. So then I asked him if I could work through lunch and then go home. So that's what I did. And Thursday I slept on and off, and then Friday I slept on and off. I mean, I feel better today. Just with starting my Xanax again, it's kicking my butt.
$12 a shirt. Depends on the size, Nitro. It's customized, and that's why it's that much. 12 to 15, but it depends on size. 15 is for 3X, and 12 is for a small, medium, extra large.
I've never had this chocolate peanut butter cup ice cream, and it's absolutely delicious.
I had it before. It's pretty good. It is good. I can't eat it anymore because I have to have lactose tolerant ice cream now. I can't eat grilled milk. It goes through me.
You know there's medicine for that, right?
Oh, I know.
A doctor can give you,
Uh-huh.
so
That's
you
why
don't have a reaction to it.
that's why I'm on a certain diet, 'cause I have to, 'cause I have colitis, so I got to be careful. So I'm on medication for that, but it's hard to do. I had to shoot myself with one hand and hold this on the other hand. It's hard. So
Yeah, I have microscopic colitis. I eat what I want.
7 to 10 days I have to get them out. So it's been over 10 days. So it's over 7 to 10 days. So
That sounds really good, Judy May. Peanut butter pudding. Judy May made peanut butter pudding the other night.
oh, okay. She's good at. She's a good cook anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't want to go over the channel. Every time I do, I get hungry and I start
I
getting
know
them.
that's the same way when I'm watching her cook dinner.
Hmm.
Well,
Well,
Mom, guess what? You can make peanut butter brownies and we can all eat them now. The only thing that's weird, I can eat the peanut butter candy. I can eat ice cream with the peanut butter. But every time I make a actual peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it tastes weird to me. Because I've ate sun butter since 2008.
hey Tasha,
What?
my chair disappeared in the picture now. It looks like I'm sitting on the lawn. See it?
Mm,
Green. It's like I'm sitting down on the lawn. Oh my gosh.
yeah, I think peanut butter caramel brownies would rock.
Hmm. I love peanut butter with banana.
Yeah, peanut butter and banana sandwiches. I used to eat those.
Guess we're gonna talk about food now. Make me real hungry tonight. Make me have the munchies.
Mm, I still want lobster.
Hmm.
Lobster and some crab legs and
How about clams? You like them? Boiled clams? They're good. I had them before. Not bad though.
I like them raw.
Raw. Ooh.
Raw clam dipped in a little butter and then just right out the shell.
Ooh, I couldn't eat them out. I cook them before I eat them.
Oh, I'll put them on the grill to open them up if they're not cooked. And one thing that I ate all the time when I was a kid, I don't think I could do it now, is I used to eat peanut butter, onion, and Miracle Whip sandwiches when I was a kid.
Mm. Gonna try eating them now, Tasha, see if I can digest them.
No. Hey Nora, how you doing?
So, soccer's for, hey, Nora, how you doing?
I love when they hatch out when you hear their little peep 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 peep.
Good, you're having more success, huh?
Well, 2 little spunky, lively things out of 15 eggs. I'll take it.
I know, huh?
The other one just died young.
What one?
Well, after we went through them, we had, I think, 9 eggs on day 7 when
Yeah,
I handled them.
okay.
So put them back in. I checked again at day 14. Some of them had the blood ring.
Oh, wow, really?
And then these were the last 4 that were still viable.
Hmm.
And the one,
Hey, Rich.
hey, Rich, the one egg's not pippin yet, but that one was a little bit smaller than the other ones. It was
Yeah.
still alive.
Hmm.
So once I take these 3 and move them to the brooder, while I have it open, I'll candle that other egg unless it starts pippin.
Yeah.
And if it's still viable, I'll just leave it in there till it hatches.
Hmm.
They're so cute. They're weebling, wobbling around over there.
Hmm. I was watching Ollie the monkey today. Natasha has her pet monkey on the channel little thing.
I know. He's no. Yeah, I know. I'll take after you then, huh? No, because that's what that other yellow one did too. It'd sit there and then fall over. We got to realize it just like a kid. Takes them a little bit for their neck muscles to hold their little heads up.
Hmm.
Well, look where their parents are. I'd say it had a hand in Lexi, but that's from her dingbatish mother. Well, hopefully everybody enjoyed the day. I mean, here it's still 65.
Mhm.
Of course, the other day, the first day where it was like 71,
Yep.
I driving around in my car with the heat on.
Really?
I was freezing.
Huh.
And I told my orthopedic when I saw her on last Thursday. I said we better pray these injections and this knee brace works.
Hmm.
And she's like, why is that? I said, because that knee, I said, feels twice as worse as it did when you x-rayed it last time. Now, all the videos I've watched of them putting that chicken comb injection in the joints. No snow, John Paul. No snow. No. Only green grass. But anyways, the ones that I've watched, they put it in there with an X-ray machine.
Yeah.
Sure that they get it all in the right area.
Yeah.
And she's just going to put it in my knee.
Hmm.
Basically about where they put the cortisone in.
Oh, okay. So what does it do? Cushion it or something?
Yeah, this is according to videos I watch, it's gel, but it looks like it like expands a little bit. So
Yeah.
where it's bone on bone, it gives it like a cushion.
Oh, okay.
And it's a series of 3.
Okay.
So I get one tomorrow, the following Monday, and the following Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And then this coming Thursday, I actually go and get hopefully they'll make the knee brace while I'm right there. But I don't know because somebody said they had to make a mold.
Oh, okay.
And then they make the brace. But I don't know how that. I've never gone to a prosthetic doctor, so I have no idea. What's up, my troublemaker, Dave? So I'm not sure. Won't know until I go.
Yep.
What's
Hey,
up, my
Tasha.
favorite troublemaker?
What's up, Tasha? I just got finished my live stream. That's all. So.
Nothing's up here.
Hold on. No, that's better. I took it off. I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
That's good.
Still tired. Weekends ain't long enough for me to catch up on sleep because I'm always doing something.
Yep.
Weekdays need to be, like 1 week needs to be like 14 days, but that means I'd be working 8 of them 14.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for the day. Almost done with that medicine. I'll be there when it's dawn. Because that stitches will be coming out soon.
I'll take them out for you.
7 to 10 days.
Stick your hand through. I'll take them out.
They 4 to 10 days now.
You rip them out you all day.
You're not taking my own stitches out.
Oh,
Me.
what the stitches you have in? You're gonna take them out yourself?
I had them. Yeah, I took them out.
I don't do it.
When I got my wisdom teeth pulled, they tied the stitches so tight that it was hurting my gums.
Yeah.
So I sterilized a little pair of scissors and my tweezers. And I went in with the tweezers and grabbed the stitch, and then I went in with the little scissors and pulled it out.
I had stitches in me, right? And it was a nice looking lady doctor. So I said, she had to come back and can't take them out. All right. I go back and check them out. I was looking at her all the time. She's taking my stitches out.
Oh, yeah, I've had them in my stomach.
I stitched my finger up once with the what do you call it, with thread or something. Or shit. I had a bad cut, so I sterilized the needle and I stitched my own cut. I stitched it up good and I waited for a week. And
Hey, Teddy, my friend, how are you doing?
So I did a long time ago.
Oh, I've had them in my side,
I stitched my own.
my stomach and stuff,
Hey,
and they started getting red and irritated and hurting really bad.
yeah.
I took them out myself.
Oh,
And when I went back to the doctor, there's like, where'd your stitches go? I said they were all red and irritated. I said they started getting infected. I said, so therefore I took them out.
what she said.
Well, you're not supposed to do that. And I said, well, I don't know what to tell you. I did it anyways.
I don't know what to tell you, but I did it anyway.
I said, you always tell me that you use dissolvable stitches. Well, they should have dissolved before my follow-up. And I said they didn't. And I said they were getting beet red and oozy. So therefore I took them out.
They're getting infected.
Think I waiting for an infection and then a big old pus pocket to form because your skin healed over the stitch? No, thank you.
You're smart. Tasha, you're smart. You took them out then.
Yeah, it would have ended up with infection.
What doctors are, huh? Doctors.
Thank you, Teddy. Work's going. I love my job.
I cut my finger bad, so my friend had this this was a long time ago. He had this first aid kit. It had stitches in there, right? You could do it with a needle. So he went and stitched. We went and put alcohol on it. He knew what to do, and I let him stitch my finger. He stitched it up good, and he goes, "I'll be your doctor. I'll take your stitches out." And he said when a week came, I took them out myself at home. They were all here. My finger was. I came back to, where's the stitch? So I was going to take them out. I took it out myself. I don't let you. Thanks for putting them in, but I took them out. So I waited a week, and it was all healed, and it looked good after I took them out. There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, my kid's father, I think we had just our son then, but he was in a 4-wheeler accident, rolled the 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
Well, they had to lance his leg because he had an abscess there.
Yeah.
Well, then when they made the follow-up, they messed the appointment up.
Yeah.
And his stitches were so gross. I went out, I burnt my scissors.
Yeah.
I burnt my tweezers.
Yeah.
And then I cleaned them all off with alcohol and I took all his stitches out. And then they had to lance it open again because it was like this far sticking up.
Wow.
So they had to lance it
Dumb doctors, huh?
And they told him, they're like, your wife did a good job taking your stitches out. I'm thinking to myself, well, it ain't my first rodeo taking stitches out.
I cut my head before, right? And before I had stitches on my head, and the doctors had come back to me, and I knew a nurse lived somewhere, and I went and saw her, and she took them out.
When they cut my throat, take my thyroid out, they didn't even stitch it.
They didn't?
No, they basically, where they took it out, they sliced across like that.
Yeah.
Took my thyroid and my parathyroid out.
Where's that? Where's the thyroid? Your neck?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh. They cut it and so no stitches.
And they used glue. They glued the skin together and then they put the steri strips on it.
Oh really? Uh-huh. What they do, huh? What they do to the I cut my head, I cut it, and I went to the hospital, got it stitched, and I went and saw the pretty nurse. I said it was about 10 days now, 15 days, and it was all better. And I went and seen her. I said, Joanne, can you take my stitches out? No, you're supposed to go see your doctor. Who cares about the doctor? Take them out. Well, he's for how many days? He said, put them in. I showed him on what I had on my calendar, how many days you have to have them. I said, yes, it's the 15th day that I can take them out. Okay, I'll take them out for you. And I went back to the doctors for a physical. And he says, hey, didn't you have stitches in your head? He goes, yeah, I had them taken out by a nurse. Oh, okay, that's good. I don't have to waste my time doing it. He started laughing. It was a nurse pretty. You go, yeah. Oh, good. You had a good time when she took the stitches out.
Yeah, that sucks when they got to go back in and do that. And the one and only time, um,
Well,
when I had my breast reduction
yeah,
back in 2010,
yeah,
well, they cut so much of you,
yeah.
right? Well, the ones where they put the nipple back on, there is 2 stitches in there,
That was back then.
and there is this little hole on the one side, and she sticks the dang forceps down in that hole and fishing around for stitches. I'm like, how the heck do you know that you're grabbing a stitch and not some meat and gonna pull it out through the dang hole?
I know.
She's like, well, I've been doing this for like 25 years. And I'm like, well, that's all fine and dandy, but my skin ain't see-through.
That's right. It's true.
Not like you're using a camera or ultrasound to, find a dang stitch. You're just reaching down there with the forceps, moving them around. And they don't numb you when they do that.
They did.
No. I'm thinking to myself, you're lucky I don't do this type of surgery because I'd do it to you.
What did she say?
Nothing. She just laughed. And don't ever joke around,
What about what?
with like the breast reduction plastic surgery doctors, because they can't take a joke. Because I told her, because we discussed, how much was coming off. And I was laughing when I said this to her. I said, I don't care, take them all off. I've worn a bra since 4th grade. I said, cut the whole dang things off, right? So then she made me go get a psych evaluation. So when I came, after they got the clearance and they set all the surgery and stuff up, and she comes and sees me before, so she can mark everything with the marker.
Yeah.
And I looked at her, I said, you can't take a joke, can you? She's like, what do you mean? I said, I was joking around with you, telling you to take it all off. And I said, you thought I was serious when I was laughing when I said it, and you make me go see the frickin' shrink.
Jerk. Well,
Oh yeah, I've had 30 cortisone shots in my spine. And the one doctor that did it, I don't think he numbed anything.
Yeah.
I was laying on the table and I was literally crying hysterically and freaking screaming.
So what'd you tell him?
And he just kept pushing the needles in.
I would tell him, knock it off. I didn't get even numbed yet. The hell's it?
It felt like he took a drill bit, like a quarter-sized drill bit, and was drilling it into my spine. Is how it felt.
Oh man, that must have hurt, man.
So the nurse, I get back to the thing, right? I'm getting dressed. I put my shoes and my socks and my shorts back on, and I was just getting ready to yank the IV when the nurse came in. What are you doing? I said, look, you're gonna take the IV out, give me my whatever instructions you need to give me, and I am leaving. I walked in here, I'm gonna walk out. I said, don't ever call me again. Don't ever ask me to do a survey to rate your frickin' doctor. I said, because he is the worst POS I've ever dealt with in my entire life. And I said, I wouldn't recommend your office to a dead fly. I said, so get the IV out or I'm taking it out myself. I said, because you don't want me to get peeved off, because I'll tell you right now, you're going to be calling the cops and I'm going to go to jail.
Did you take it out?
Oh, yeah, she took it out quickly. I said, don't even let the doctor come in and talk to me. I said, because I would definitely be going to jail, because he's going to be picking himself up off the floor.
The doctor was so freaking head to go. He'll be down like on the floor. Oh wait.
Mm-hmm.
Face down is how he would have went on the bed, and then
He'll be on the floor.
I showed him what it felt like.
And he'll be going like that on the floor with his face on the floor.
Doctor, I had someone might knock her out one of these days too, where she treats people.
Yeah, those aren't fun either, John Paul.
She's a hippo balloon anyway. That woman used to have her dog. She's very unprofessional.
Now, my knee surgeon, either one of them, the one that just does minor stuff, like the one that took all the foot and bone out.
Yeah.
They spray that stuff on your skin to freeze it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, like Dr. Cecil, when I get the knee replacement done, he'll be the one doing it.
Yeah.
He used to give me the cortisone shot without numbing it. He'd do both knees. He'd put my knees between his legs, have his legs on the outside of mine, and pink, and done.
So did it help you?
The cortisone don't know. That's why they're doing the gel.
Yeah, because I had the cortisone shot at my knee because they said, you want one? I go, no, but when I first went in, they gave me one. Don't give me that anymore. Why? You guys don't know how to stick the needle anywhere. But you stick it up your rear end. I said, well, I was going to say it. Don't do that again because it doesn't help me. She said, oh, I'm a professional. I do it for years. You stuck it in me. I didn't feel it because you didn't do it the right way. You stupid. I said to her. I told her, you're stupid. You don't know how to stick a knee in anyone. Why don't you try to stick it in your own knee? I said to her. You're very not. He said, you're very insulting. I don't care. You're not professional, and you better go back to school about giving people needles. I told her.
Wow, Joe, I think I'd have made sure that my pockets were lined after that.
Had an operation on the wrong knee. Joe McGrath, he had an operation on his wrong knee.
Yeah, he lost his license too, he said.
The doctor lost his license too.
Oh, did he? Oh, good.
Oh my gosh.
Lost his license. Wow. Hey.
If that happened to me, he'd have been paying me millions because
I would have done.
I had to hire the whole dang law firm for that. See, anytime with my orthopedic, it don't matter if it's my spine surgeon, knee surgeon, the same one that did my elbows, my wrists, they always come in right before they take you to the operating room and they mark on the leg and they ask you, what leg are we operating on? And they ask you, what am I doing? I said, well, you're going in my right knee with the scope. And I said, gonna take out some floating bone in there. Wow, he shouldn't even be allowed to practice at all.
He practiced, but not as a surgeon, he said. Okay.
Well, obviously, if you can't do your job as a surgeon, you don't need to be a doctor either.
Nope.
He got sued. So did the hospital. He still practices, just not as surgeon.
What's he doing? Washing toilet?
Mopping floors. Every time he mops, he falls on it again and falls on the floor again.
Wow, John Cole. I hope it's okay now. Even when they did my spine surgery, I couldn't remember like all the technical names of stuff, but I knew what they were doing.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, you're gonna. The first one, they had to go in down to that part of your groin, right under your stomach, and that was a incision like this big. Because you're L5, they can't get through the back.
Yeah.
And I said, first thing you're gonna do, I said, is make an incision in my stomach. I said, go in and take the L5 out, put the implant in. I said, then you're gonna take bone marrow out of my hip. I said to make a bone graft to fuse the L5 S1 S2. I said, then the last two surgeries you're doing in a week, I said, you're going in there and doing nerve decompression and putting some clamps in there.
That's a lot of stuff being done. Oh, that's weird. Would hope that don't happen to me. I have to have that done. No way. Shit.
Well, my spine surgeon operates on Buffalo Bill players.
Oh yeah?
So he's highly recommended.
That's good.
Yeah, it's hard for them to give like a big percentage when it comes to the ankles and stuff. My first husband's son, he fell off his mother's roof and broke his heel off.
Wow.
So all the doctors that he was going to were giving him like 10%, 20%. And then he found one, that gave him like 90%. So that's too, but it had gone like almost 6 months with it being broke like that.
Wow.
So your ligaments and tendons shrink. And if the heel starts fusion at a different spot where it's not supposed to be, then they have to re-break it.
Oh yeah, I got one of my.
And then they had to stretch his tendons and ligaments back out that hooked to the heel.
Wow.
And then he was still having a bunch of pain, so he came and talked to me. And he's like, they want to sever the nerves to that foot. He goes, so I don't feel anything. I said, is the pain tolerable? He's like, yeah. I said, then don't let them sever your nerve. I said, because if they sever the nerves that are going to your foot and you're still logging and cutting trees and everything. I said, you ain't gonna know that it's gone. And I said, you're gonna, until you look down and possibly see blood splurting everywhere.
Wow.
I said, at least a little bit of pain. I said, your foot's still there. I said, if they fully burn them apart, granted, yes, nerves can regrow. I said, but the way they do it, you won't be able to feel your foot at all.
Oh, that sucks.
I said, so if you're going to work and do the stuff that you're still doing, then I don't recommend you have them do it. Because you wouldn't know it's gone until it's too late.
Dangerous. Yeah, he said it's dangerous. You can get a blood clot, he says.
Yep. Yep, definitely not easy. No surgery's easy.
I
was joking around because I had after they did my thyroid, I took a picture of it and I put on Facebook. I'm like, look, they tried cutting my head off.
I cut my head off.
Yeah, because the incision was like this big.
Yeah.
And everybody laughed at it.
Tasha, I got an unhealed fracture in my right leg. They can't do nothing about it, they said. They told me.
Why?
They said they can't do nothing about it. It's already healed, they can't do nothing about it. It's on healed, but they can't do nothing about it, they said.
Can.
Huh? What?
Yes, can.
He won't do it. So said he
But
can't.
they would have to re-break it.
Yeah, well, he won't do it. He said it's too dangerous.
That's why they won't break it.
Yeah, it's too dangerous. Might kill me.
Hang on, I gotta put my machine charger on.
Some surgeon told me, "Hey, Wayne, this guy, he was breaking. He re-breaks all the what do you call it? The fractures. He re-breaks them, right? Been doing it over 50 years, right?" I told him, "Not touching my leg." I said, "Not re-breaking my leg. I'll probably die in the operating day. Not touching me. Oh, I can do it, but it's going to hurt for a while. You're going to be on crutches for 6 to 8 months, and then you can get off them and you can walk again." I won't trust in that. He said he did it over 200 patients. They all were all right. He said you can't get hurt by it. We use lasers when we do it. He said. So we do lasers on it. He said.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna go in there and trust the doctor. I don't even know. Hey, Tasha was talking to Wayne, right? And this guy been doing it for 50 years, breaking fractures in people's legs. He says that I can do yours and break your fracture in your leg, right? And he said after surgery you'll be in a cast for 6 to 8 months. He says, and he said, and then you'll be all right afterwards. And surgery's done. I don't want to do that. I don't know that friggin' doctor.
Well, the main reason why they don't like doing it in certain instances, because where your bone fuses back together,
Yeah.
that section is stronger than the actual bone.
Is it?
So, like, say somebody, broke their, the tibia and fibula in your leg.
That's what I did. That's what I broke.
And they didn't, the doctors were messing around. And they ended up fusing. Now, granted, that's going to mess you up walking because they ain't going to fuse perfectly like this.
Yeah.
Typically, they fuse like this. But that bone that grows is stronger than the bone itself. So, God forbid, if somebody ended up breaking their leg, 90% of the time it wouldn't be in the same spot.
I know.
It'd be like above it or below it. And if you did break it in the same spot, it takes a lot of force to do that.
Yeah, no.
But see, with Benji's heel, they had to break it.
It doesn't bother me.
Then don't worry about it.
Don't bother me. My arthritis bother my knees bother, but that doesn't bother me. So
I mean, sometimes they actually will put a rod in there.
I want them putting a rod in my leg. It kiss my ass. Well, the not the doctor told me on the phone when I talked to him. They use lasers to do what he says. But get your leg back when they break it. They use the lasers to do it. I said, "What the hell do you do that for?" "Oh, it does a good job. I did all my patients. They all got better afterwards." I said, "Oh, I don't even know you. I don't trust you."
Well, yeah, and then to be laid up like that again.
I don't know. told me on the phone to use lasers and it holds you up, he says. And I told him, why don't you do it on yourself? I said, start
She
laughing.
broke her tibia and fibula.
No, he started laughing on the phone. I said, don't you do it to yourself? He started laughing. You're fun, he says. I'm serious. I can help you. He's around this area too, but I want him to talk.
Oh, kiss it.
Hers were so broke they had to put a rod in her.
Some sit on a cactus.
Huh?
Some will sit on a cactus.
So I just talked to him on the phone. He said, if you ever want to do it, you got my number. Give me a call. I said, yeah.
Hey, Jamie, how you doing?
I didn't call him. Say,
I'll say him go sit on a cactus. I'll tell him. If you want me to do that, I said so.
so I just said, I should have said to him, I just said, why don't you do it yourself? He started laughing.
Talking about getting a prick of your wife sitting on a cactus will do it.
Yeah. Remember that thing, Jim? Was it Jim Carrey was on there? And the guy was trying to pull this catheter out of his, you know what?
Oh, no, you haven't mentioned that one? Oh, wow, that's awful.
I can help you take it out. He's falling on He's sitting there
Oh,
holding on to him. Oh, wait.
oh my God, that is
They didn't
terrible.
show it. They didn't show it.
I don't care. I don't want to hear about it.
That was, he's falling out of him, and I'm saying, oh my God. Look at how the blonde hair is trying to fall out of him.
Why'd you have a parent freak out, Jamie?
Jim Carrey, he retired now. They don't act on him.
Oh, wow.
What's that?
Hope you're okay. Well, I hope you're okay.
Hope it's all right. 4-year-old. Wow. Ouch.
What's going on over there?
So, off the what?
Trampoline.
Off the trampoline.
I know, I saw it. Trampoline.
Oh no, who's here, David? Infinite.
Bus-
There he
bus-
is again. Hey, Infinite, how you doing, man?
Hey, Infinite.
buses. Wow.
Hey, Infinite, how you doing? How you doing, my friend?
The black one moved
Hey,
that
what-
other
and how's the hens doing?
He's from Massachusetts, that guy.
What guy?
Infinite.
Oh, Infinite.
Yeah. Hey, Mother Hen. How you doing, Mother Hen?
He's down at the grandmother's.
Clock, 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 cock-a-doodle-doo. Remember that? You told me how you teased the rooster. Clock, clock,
That's
clock.
awesome, Jamie.
Oh, wow. Oh. That's all right. Poor kid.
Hey, Infinity, how's it going, man? Yeah.
Hope you get better soon, Jamie.
I've been okay, Jamie. I started working Walmart DC. I work Tuesday through Friday nights from 4 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Yeah, I already warned the mother that if any of the chicks are roosters, to keep her mouth shut.
Clock, 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 I do the go.
Because one of the barred rocks, if it's a rooster, is going to replace Henry.
Clock, 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 I do the go.
Because I can't use the ones I'm hatching out.
Oh my gosh, she's terrible and did the Henry.
Because if it happens to be a rooster, it could end up mating with its mother and then birth defects. Hey Gandalf, how you doing? The 6 bird rack, yes, mother. Mom got from Tractor Supply. Um, the yellow one and yellow and black one I hatched out of the incubator. Now I have 2 more
Movie.
that hatched and a third one that's in the process of hatching.
Cluck, 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 every day.
How to run away with roof? How to run away from a rooster?
Hey, Granddad Smith. Hey, your mother.
Gandalf.
Hey, your mother went cluck, 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 cock a doodle do. That's how she did, folks.
Yeah, she don't do it again. She's getting another one. She can't do that this time. Leave the other one.
Tasha will get mad. Don't do that and tease the rule. It comes after you again. It'll be your
Let's
fault.
see if I could make a movie or a documentary or anything.
Make it about the tea.
It would probably be on Pornhub.
Why Pornhub?
And there would be no storyline. Because that's the easiest type of movie to make.
No, it's just surprise what's in on it, huh? Right?
Well, yeah, you never know what you're gonna get.
I know what you're gonna.
Oh, he said.
Well, I could also do, what is it called? A biography or autobiography? The story of my life I could do.
I have a story of a flying squirrel. I documented a flying squirrel.
Well, I have a movie about your mother there, Tasha, how she teases roosters.
I could just make a movie of how when she hurts herself, she gets in and out of the car.
Yeah, she laughs about it. Laughs about everything. I don't know what the hell she laughs about everything. She's good, laughing off her head, man. I started laughing.
Tasha, if she does whap her wings like that and about the cock and doodle do, go cluck cluck at the rooster.
No.
No. She got the rooster mad at her somehow. Once she did that.
When I told her that he was a rooster, every time she'd go in the garage, she would crow like a rooster, be going.
Yeah. I know she told me that. I started laughing.
I'm pretty sure that he feels that she's another rooster, and that's why he wants to attack her all the time.
You want to know something? You got to know something. When you do something to an animal, it remembers what you did to it, and it'll go after you.
Chickens have great memories.
Yeah, so does roosters.
Oh, geez.
You clack at them, they're going to attack you when they see you. And you're turning your back to it.
Well, Infinite, I had to give you a shock. I couldn't just say, I'd make a murder mystery or biography or a sci-fi flick.
So you learned your lesson.
So Pornhub is my quickest reaction to your question.
He's still shocked about your question.
Always be careful what you say to my friends. They'll give you a good response. I'm telling you.
Well, especially me.
I know. Ideas.
I told him, watch out. You might be surprised.
Considering I could probably make any sailor bosh.
I think you made him blush too.
I think he blushes right now.
I laughed when the mother said how she teased
Hey, we need the money.
She came right on my channel and told me about it. What she did to him. I said, what the hell?
See, that's why she got packed. Right.
Fan page. Oh, really? Like what fan? Oh, how to do chainsaws? I ain't gonna do that. I don't know fan page. I'm telling you. Watch what you ask for. I might get a good answer.
He wouldn't have to be on the end of a stick if you didn't do what you did to him. So,
right.
Therefore, don't crow at the damn rooster when there's a baby.
That's right. It remembers it. It comes after you. That was-
Chickens have, you could not see a chicken for a year and they're still going to remember who you
That's
are.
right. You have to go remember what you did to them, why you made the noise, and they remember. You do. They affect you.
That's why they went after her. But how come you went after Jamie and Crystal too? They didn't do anything to them.
Because he just don't like anybody but me.
That's a good answer. Yeah, nobody likes us and no one else.
When I went in to close them up tonight, he was up on the perch. So I reached in like this on each side of him and was stroking his feathers like this. And he was just doing his little chirp that he does. And sat there the whole time.
Now, if I see him, I go, clack, 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 clack. See what he says
I
to me.
told you, I come seeing you. I'm throwing him in a frick. If he's still alive, I throwing him in a crate and bringing him to you.
I'll chase him around my yard and you'll be laughing. I have an axe in my hand.
It'll be the other way around. He'll be chasing you around.
I have an axe. I'll chop his head off.
Yesterday, Crystal had brought stuff out to feed him, right? And I'm in there squatting down and petting Penny, a turkey, and he floofs out his neck. I told Wayne, so I threw the dish at him. And then when I stood back up, I chased him around their yard. Chris was like, I should have got a video of it. I'm like, yeah, you probably should have.
That's been, it'll be funny seeing you on YouTube, seeing you chasing him around. Yeah.
Well, he comes after me. I'll have the axe and I'll chop his head off. He'll run. He'll run.
Hey,
down.
what I seen on this guy had a documentary on a rooster. Them things were flying at you, man. You go like this to the owner, right? Go like this to the owner. So the guy took out his gun and shot him.
I'll grab him by the neck until he turns.
He shot him. Hey, he shot him because
he's treating
those animals bad in the thing, so he shot him. If he
you do that to me, I'll choke him with my bare hands. He'll be turning.
I see how mad they get. He messing with no rooster. He ain't coming
I'll
after
pick
me.
him by the leg.
We had 3 turkeys, Jamie. We had a tom and 2 hens. Well, we had a third one, but she died when she was little because she was the runt and they snuffed her out.
Oh, yeah.
And but our Tom, he was way too big, and then the chicken started beating on him and basically trying to eat him alive. So I constantly had to put blue coat on him. And the one day Mom came back from Graham's, I'm like, look, he's got to be put down.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not gonna, keep watching the chickens make them bleed and all this other stuff. No, I'll quickly turn it up, like Mach 90. Or set it against the wall where they can't tip it over. So Tom, we had to put down.
Yeah.
And then this past Tuesday, my turkey, the egg was too big and too hard, so when she laid it, she turned her vent inside out, and part of her inside was hanging out.
Wow. That's not good.
So,
what they do
I went to work. Now, I went out, and she was fine earlier in the day.
Yeah.
And then I went in the afternoon like I always do.
Yeah.
To check on him, and she's sitting there. I mean, there's blood everywhere.
Oh, really?
So the chickens were coming over, so I kicked 4 of them away from her. I ran in my house and I got baby wipes in my blue coat.
Yeah.
And I went out and I cleaned all the blood off from under the back of her feathers and all around her butt and under her tail.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And I plastered it with blue coat. I gave her a kiss, told her I loved her because I had a feeling that she was going to end up passing away.
Did she pass away?
Yeah, Mom got home late, and I told her when I went to work that, you know, if something happened, or Mom looked at her and she had to put down to please do it when I'm not there, because me and the turkeys are bonded a lot.
Yeah. Wow. That's tough.
So, John buried her, I think Friday.
We usually bury him anyways.
The softest spot we got to bury any animal is on the back side of our big garden.
Oh, okay. All right. I was wondering. As well.
Okay, so right now, the ones that are in our coop,
Yeah.
we have 11 hens and a rooster, a mean rooster.
Yeah.
And then we have Mom's turkey, Penny, which since her sister died, I give extra loving every time I let her out and I put them to bed. And in between times, I'm always loving on her because she's by herself now.
Yeah.
So then in the garage and the brooder, we have 8 chicks.
Oh, yeah.
We have 6 barred rocks that Mom bought, and then 2 that I hatched out. We had 3, but the dark one, I knew it wasn't going to make it because it was so weak. I tried giving it therapy and holding it up so it could stand. I take it out of the thing,
Yeah.
hold it with my hand. Well, it passed away.
Oh.
So we have those 8 chicks. And then we have 2 that just hatched out today, and then a third that's still trying to hatch, because they can hatch anywhere between an hour and 24 hours after they start pipping. It just depends.
Oh.
And Jamie, the only reason we didn't eat ours is because we were all bonded to him. And Tom, he was a monster, and it probably took me an hour and a half to dig a hole big enough for his butt because he was monster. But I had to blue coat him so many times, and the chickens just would not leave him alone. And I mean, in a sense, he was dumb because he would just stand there and let them peck him till the blood's running out.
Crazy, huh?
So I didn't want to eat him for that reason, because probably the only part that we could have ate would be the breast, and I really didn't want to do that. Now, granted, yes, I love the chickens, but I'm not as bonded to them as I am the turkeys. And Infinite, our birds are dual purpose birds, so they lay eggs and can be used for meat. So our birds that are in the coop and the yard, they're only a year old.
Really? A year old, that's all?
Yeah.
That's young.
Now the ones that, okay, I have the rooster that's going to be replaced because he's mean, and it pees me off that nobody can go in there and love the chickens because he wants to attack everybody. And then we have a hen that the other chickens have basically pecked every feather off of her poor head because she's at the bottom of the pecking order. So I'm going to get rid of those 2. And I'm hoping to have at least 1 rooster and a hen from the barred rocks.
Yeah.
Because then that's what those 2 are being replaced from. So then would be, hey, Bruto Bob. Then we'd be crossing a barred rock. Hey, Mark, with our black oyster loops and buff Orpingtons. So then we'll add the barred rock and then they'll cross. So you never know what color they're going to come out.
Yeah, that's true.
But I prefer to buy a dual purpose bird because even if you get them in the spring, by the time the fall comes, they can be harvested. But even though they lay eggs, you can collect eggs from the time they start laying, which is around 18 weeks. It could be a little before or a little after. Ours started laying, I think we got our first egg when they were like 15 weeks. But I don't like just getting a laying hen or a meat bird. Now, granted, they can all lay eggs, but I'd rather have, just a straight all-purpose bird.
Yeah.
And we're not doing any more turkeys until we can get a coop dedicated just to them. I hope everything goes well tomorrow, Brother Bob. I'll be there holding your hand. Yeah, I did all my chores, Gandalf. Hang on a second, guys.
Supposed to have that guy call me about the other plan. Oh, I don't want the plan now. Yeah, I said to him, that $125 not gonna pay my light bill. You crazy?
I don't know why you can't see.
That's what they said. Surgeon's time is
Is that when you have to be the hospital, Brother Bob? Is 3:30 or 15? Yeah.
that's it.
Now, Infinite wants to know, Dave, what would you do for a movie if you could?
I have no idea. I really didn't think about that. So
I stole your idea, huh, Dave?
you summed it. Tasha took care of that. So shut me up.
Ask me, Infinite.
Wayne said, ask him. I think I would if I want to make a movie. If I wanted to make a movie, I think I'd make it of something really big. I won't tell you the title of it, but it'd be something good. And I write it out. I'm gonna write out a whole big strip. That's what I want to do.
Now we can.
You don't need a script.
No, I want to write out a script. No, it's nothing to do with that. For me, I want to write it out. And
You asking me now?
yeah, you
After
are.
I did something? Really?
Well, we know it ain't Pornhub, Wayne.
No, of course not. Tasha, you have a dirty mind.
No, he just lifted his head up. Jamie,
Movie idea.
He always lifts his head up like that when he
Let
says
me think. Let
that
me think.
all the time.
It might be mostly about
I told you this because they get spaghetti until they get hold their head up.
about
There's a baby. You hold them like this.
like a horror movie.
Oh, you wouldn't want to know what kind of horror movie I would make.
Let me finish. I'll be going over Tasha's house in the middle of the night, chasing her rooster around with the axe, chopping his head off. And I go, right out the side of her house, and she'd say, "Who the hell's out there?" And she'll find the rooster, his head on the silver platter with a thing running around the around.
Chasing Wayne.
Oh, I think it's a monster. I have a shotgun right by my door.
You'll see an elk leave, and they'll see the rooster running around the yard out the head. You go, like
It is them.
you'll hear spooky sound. Go out there and she say, hey, what happened to him? He's going like this around the yard, no head. His head's on the ground. I'll be back home.
I really never thought about that. About
Welcome back, Gandalf.
I'll make a horror movie about a rooster called Henry.
You see what Mom said? Hers would be Mother Hen meets Cheech and Chong.
Oh Lord.
Mom, you couldn't even hang with Cheech and Chong. You'd be sitting there between them and get such a contact high you'd fall on the floor.
the movies were cool. Hey, they had some funny movies. Remember that about that movie, Chi and Chung, and the lady, they tried to get out of the room, the lady pulled them back in. They were tired. They leave me alone while we out of here.
I like the one about the marijuana, the cow was smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah, up in smoke.
Yeah.
And the German shepherd sniffs the exhaust and he falls over.
They had so many movies out.
Oh my God.
I saw them all.
Well, he's not allowed to take you, Bruta Bob, because you ain't even begin to make me miserable. So you got to get your butt over here and do it in person. After I give you a big hug first. It would be funny to an extent, Mother, but you know about your inhaler. You'd be puffing on it like it was a cigarette.
But it would be friggin' funny.
I don't know about you and Chi and Chung.
How was your gummy last night, Mother?
We should make it a Mad Libs movie, making life sometimes. No, our friends. Yeah, chasing roosters around the yard with axes. Especially her rooster. He'll say, "Leave me alone. Get out of here." Running around the yard like this.
I'll train him like an eagle. I'll put a leather glove on and a rope around his foot and sit there like this and then tell him to go attack people and I'd let him go.
The hell is hell? The mother was fine. Go cluck cluck cluck. I started laughing. I started laughing.
See, mine, if I was gonna do a horror movie, I can't get into the details of it because it would go from a horror movie to the truth.
I'll make a martial art movie.
I told you what I'd make. It would be a rooster.
Chicken did it, but not the butler.
Yeah, but
Okay.
the egg came first.
I'd make a horror picture about Henry and me. Now have the axe and he'll be running around.
I understand that. But if I was gonna make a horror movie, it would start off as a horror movie. And then it would go to a real life movie, all tied in one. Because if I was gonna do it, it'd be worse than the documentary or the movies on Dahmer and Bundy.
Did it, not the butler, nor the egg.
And Dave did it.
Dave did it, he says. Thanks a lot. I can't see
Yeah.
that.
You'll find out.
Good.
Bother him anymore, that's for sure.
Chicken did it. Not the butler. Not the egg, but Dave did it. That's funny, man.
Gandalf, if you can't see him, you might want to go check your block list. Maybe he got blocked by yeah, but Infinite, the answer of who done it would be me all the time.
It's just funny the way he said the chicken did it, not the butler, not the egg, but Dave did it.
I know.
That's funny.
Look, he said.
I farted. I farted.
Oh,
Done it. I farted. He said.
that's why you shouldn't pull fingers. I'll teach you a lesson, won't you? Don't be pulling, hey man, what's that smell? He's that kind of guy. He's fun.
Yeah, but
Oh, wow.
Mother Hen said, "Hey, what's that smell?" She said.
My friend's funny. He makes anybody laugh. He can make anyone laugh. That guy's hilarious. He said block list with question marks, Sasha. You don't understand what that means, I guess.
All right. So what you got to do is go onto YouTube Studio. Hang on, actually, I will show you so you know. Hang on a second.
Yep. Clack, 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 clack.
Now, if y'all see your name there,
Life.
sorry about today.
Clack, 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 clack.
All right. So you got to go in here to your studio. Then you come down. Hang on. You come down here where it says settings and you click it.
Clack, 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 clack.
Then you're going to go here to where after this window pops up, you're going to go over here to community,
Okay.
provided it wants to pop up. Okay, there you go. Now these are moderators. These are hidden users right here. So all these names are blocked. So if somebody accidentally blocked him, it would be here. And then all you got to do is just click the X. And that's it. What's up, brother Matt?
Hey, Matt. Hey, Matt.
I think I might go to urgent care after my doctor's tomorrow. And get my wrist checked. You're welcome. Sometimes it happens accidentally. I've done it in somebody's live before and had to message them and been like, hey, I accidentally blocked so and so. But it happens. Infinite, a week or so ago, going on 2 weeks. What's up, Ryan? Mom's dog Rascal. He always gets excited when he sees, pretty much everybody. But I caught him like this because he, jumped on the couch. I sat down, and when I caught him like this, he bent my wrist back probably farther than I can bend it here. And plus, he jammed my fingers, so. But at work, I close the boxes that all the freight falls into. So when you're pulling the flaps in, you're using your wrist like this. So it just aggravated it. I just want to make sure that it's just a sprain and there isn't like a hairline fracture in there or whatever.
Oh,
I mean, I think it'd probably fine, just like a bad sprain, but better to be safe than sorry.
like this little radio.
You're still using that little thing?
I ain't even use it now. I'm getting batteries for it. I ain't using it now. I get for if I want to have some music going, I put it in my CD, my DVD player. Play the music.
Infinite. You crack me the hell up. I mean, I guess you could, as long as you don't mind the taste of hemp lotion. You just sew your pants. Your knee hole is getting bigger, and Remy's bed looks dilapidated. I think you need to fix it, or it gets a hole in it. Listen here. I don't know Miss Rebecca's in here, but here's your stickers. I haven't opened it yet. I got to do a mail call for you and for hunting and stuff with J&J. Just, I've been busy and haven't had the chance to do anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Wayne. So you see this big package right here?
Yeah.
See how thick it is?
Yeah.
Divorce papers. But I
Really?
have to,
Holy moly.
Oh, that's a lot of papers there.
yeah, so I have to read the thing,
Yeah.
and then there's some forms that I have to.
I was kidding that. I don't know time for that. I got too much to do.
Then I have to go to the court clerk to see if I gotta sign any other papers for them. Hopefully not, because I just want the judge to sign off so I can be done. Especially after probably about $2,000, and it should only cost me $500. So I just want that thing prick another. The rest of it done, completed, over. Hey Beverly, how you doing? Did you get your envelope yet? Yeah, she was looking for you the other night, Ryan. When you came in and said hi. And Mom was like, "Are you still here, Ryan?" Then she wanted to know if your mother knew. Get down. Get down.
I heard that. I heard it get right off there, though.
Yeah,
I
the
heard-
fact. Every time they hear the chicks, when they hatch out, she wants to eat them. Or play with them and then eat them. I don't know.
What a meanie.
You're welcome, Beverly.
Why do you want to eat them? Leave it alone.
They're mean.
They're cats.
So
Well, that's not a fun place to fall asleep, Ryan.
They're mean. Leave the poor chicks alone. Go eat your cat food.
Well, they were the same way with Baby Mouse. They had to be up there swatting at his tank. Oh, you want to see something cool?
What? That's the mouse?
Yeah, Jamie's holding it. He was hot, so we gave him some water.
Oh, okay. That looks like a gerbil.
But it almost looks like Baby Mouse.
That is a baby mouse?
No, Baby Mouse was way darker.
Where'd that one come from?
Well, our neighbor, Connie and Paul, that we're good friends with, they have a tractor. So Mom had Paul come up and with his tractor and scoop up some sand with the bucket on his tractor and put it out where my mom's boys get tied out, you know, just to go potty and stuff.
Oh, okay.
wow, that's a pretty good plan about your teeth. You clean them deep cleaning. That's
So
they give you like $1,200, $1,250 for the dental for a year on the dental.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
But I think Baby Mouse ventured out of the camper by himself because there's bigger tunnels in the tank where I had him than from him.
Was he gone now? Is he still in there?
Oh, he's probably still in the camper somewhere, I'd imagine, but he left his tank.
Oh, he ain't living in there no more? Oh, wow.
No, there's lots of things for him to live in that camper. I got a big teddy bear out there that's bigger than me.
Hey, do you use that camper anymore? Or do you just set it there?
It's just storage. My son has his traps in there. Got a raccoon hide hanging in there.
Really?
And then I put my deer skull in there because that thing was stinking up the garage, so now it's stinking up the camper. Well, in the back of the camper, when I was with my soon-to-be ex-husband, my chicken coop was in the back half. So we put a chicken door in and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah?
But then when I left and moved over here, I cleaned out the whole inside of the camper to pack all my stuff in to bring here. What's up, George? Then I got to get a hold of a couple people whose crap is in my camper and tell them that they need to figure out what they're doing with it because it needs to get out.
Or someone else have other stuff in your camper, they just left it there.
Mm-hmm. They left it here because I had nowhere to go. Well, now they better figure it out. Because I could be using the
I ain't going nowhere. I got a gym at home. I can work on a little bit.
Infinite, if you look through my videos, I have like some from our gardens, some from us going out back on the 4-wheeler. I got an ASMR of me and Jamie walking back on the snow where it's all crunchy and stuff. There's videos of our chickens on there, our dogs. But if I did a day in my life, you'd be bored. But mine shows a bunch of different stuff on it. Shows a garden tour. One with me on the mower.
Hey, Wayne. I saw the last video of Tony and Bruce after the dog passed. I seen the last video what you had, and that was it. It's a good video you had out there, nice tent and everything.
Thank you, Infinite.
So,
I'll be getting more videos up once we get doing more stuff outside, because we got to get the garden planted, but first I got to get stuff in to get them rototilled and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll be getting planted.
and we'll get- Oh, cool.
Hang on, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna shut my monetization off.
We're doing that. We're gonna swear on it.
Well, because Infinite wants to see a video of,
Oh yeah, okay.
so I'm gonna show him a video, but I can't have my monetization on with my jacket.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
If I can find it. Well, here's the one of my mother. I think I took the other one out.
Look at her face. Look at it. Look at her freaking teeth. What the hell is wrong with you?
Gotta love my mother.
Oh, I'm hurting.
Let me see if I can find the other one, and I'll put that one back in.
Yeah, about the one in the car. She was in the car. She was laughing.
That's the one I'm gonna try to find right now.
That's funny. He comes over and he need a little help out of the car.
Hey Judy, how you doing? I don't know why I took it out of here.
Should be still on there, right? You never touched it, right?
So I gotta add it back in.
It's funny too. So, let's see.
You better shush your mouth.
Where's he barking at? I
It's okay, Judy. I understand. Knock it off unless you want to lose your lips.
never was him talking.
You know, you'd think as many times as he's had his hair pulled and his butt spanked that he would just knock it off. But no, he's a glutton for punishment. He just,
You don't care.
can't keep his mouth shut.
He's asking you, I guess, Tasha.
Louder this time.
Movie plot. Tasha and Bear. Good movie plot. Won't stop barking
Hang on, I gotta try to get this stupid thing.
okay.
I don't know why the heck it is not working.
No. I like the one about the dogs and her and George, what he said. And I was laughing. And the dogs are all bothering her. That was fun. I was right back. I want to go do something. Ah.
Yeah, the little chicks are just beep, 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 beep. I don't know if this is it or not. And I don't know why the heck it doesn't show in the. I don't think this is it. No, account. That's the one I already have. All right, we'll have to play it this way because I can't find it on there.
Oh, you get the call. You need help. Now you're sitting on your leg. I know. I can't get it out. Look, there's 3 crutches on the floor. All right? Yeah. Okay.
Gotta love the mother.
It's funny.
She cackles like an old rooster. Here, while we're making fun of my mother, there's George with his duck Pringle lips. And the mother trying out the chicken door.
Did she get stuck and climb out that window?
No, that was the door for the chickens to come out into their yard.
Oh, okay. And she tried to do it, right?
If you don't laugh with my mom laughing, there's something wrong with you.
She's funny. I laugh with her when she laughs.
Yes, they are, Judy. And anytime I have a bad day, all I got to do is go back through the videos and listen to her laugh. And I don't care what kind of day you're having. You just go back through there And the car one is actually on my channel. But yep, I just go back through and watch it, and you know, always makes me smile. And I said there's some in this. Oh, now I'm hungry again.
You're always hungry.
Hmm?
You're always hungry.
No, I'm gonna have some cold corn on the cob before I go to bed.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, you keep thinking about you getting you drew and you don't want some.
Well, that's because it's still sitting in the pan here next to me, calling my name.
Oh, I want you to go eat it.
Asha,
Come and eat this. Come and eat this. Come on.
I'm sitting here.
Waiting for you. You'll be shocked if the thing walked over to you and eat me.
I'd probably die laughing and pee myself. But yeah, that would definitely be funny.
I got rid of that lady who was talking to you. Though. She's gone now. I got rid of her.
Which one? The Texas one?
Yeah, I got rid of her. I don't want to talk. She's dumb on the phone. She sounds like she's from in another country.
Was it in another country?
No, she sounds like she's from another country. She talks foreign and stuff. And she said she
Freaking Mexico.
but she told me she's in Texas, right? She told me her brother-in-law and a sister had to come on the dating site, right? I didn't believe it because she didn't have the pictures that were real. She had other pictures, but she didn't have the pictures that I saw on the dating site. That's what I'm saying. She's not real, so I got rid of her. Put up with that crap.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Gandalf. You might have to go into Google settings, but I don't remember how to do that. And Judy, you don't want to know what my answer was to his, if I could make a movie, what would it be?
Oh man. Try to get one of them games again, Tasha, and say I want to make money off. I told no, I mean cash.
Yeah, they're all scams.
Across the games.
Now, you're not supposed to tell my secrets, Infinite, you know. Yes, she is, George. Your time, Infinite, I'm just busting your ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Who the hell told you you could come over here?
Look at her face and then you hug her.
It's,
What cute little dog. Yeah. Adorable.
Don't let his cuteness fool you, Wayne.
Dogs are okay. They just have their ways of dog.
Yeah, well, you see this patch of hair right here?
Yeah.
He keeps it up, it's gonna be bald right there.
really? That's not right.
Oh, what is he doing so bad? You want to rip his hair out?
The heck was that?
What?
Oh, Jamie, there's a spider on the floor and then this weird looking worm.
Huh.
Well, Zara likes to go around eating ants, or if she sees anything crawling on the floor, she wants to eat it.
Like to eat anything.
We love you too, Infinite.
Oh, wait. So,
See how chirpy they are when they hatch.
there we go. I can charge it.
I've been watching the black one like this. The yellow one does the same thing. Hopefully that other one will pop out before I have to move them. What are you doing, Wayne?
Gotcha.
We want to do that for.
Because I want it. Support.
Sure it is.
It is.
Yeah, that would be cool too. No, Dave won't sing us a song, Infinite. That's for his channel. Don't ask me to sing because y'all be leaving.
When that's me either. I'm laid up. I can't do nothing.
Did the other one poke a bigger hole?
Yeah.
If that one, the dark one, passes away, then I'm assuming something's wrong with the genetics from its mother. I don't know which mother. It could be one of the black ones.
Was the other one acting up, Doc?
Well, the first black one that hatched wouldn't get up.
Really?
He would just lay there.
Huh.
Oh, now the yellow one's standing up and wobble. Oh, she just fell over. So that one passed away. Now this other black one's looking like this, and his head's going like this, like we freaking Stevie Wonder.
Oh, geez.
The Amazing Life of Sardines. How about the amazing life of the sea cockroaches, which are shrimp? So if this one passes away, which he's way more active than the other one is.
So maybe it'd be all right then. Right?
Well, sometimes their heads are like bobbleheads, just like a newborn baby, where you hold them up like this,
So I won't.
and they can't support their head because their neck muscles aren't strong enough.
Yeah.
Yep, shrimp are the cockroaches of the ocean. Don't mean I'm gonna stop eating them.
Right.
Yeah, they're considered the cockroach of the sea basically because they live in the bottom of the ocean, and I don't think lobsters are the same because lobsters actually eat small fish, plants, and the same with crabs. But I've just heard that's what they call shrimp because they're kind of like a goldfish. They suck stuff off the rocks, whether it's food or shit. But hey, I still love shrimp, so I ain't gonna stop eating them. Would you sit still?
Yeah.
Put that board up there again before we go to bed. I'll probably go another 2.5 hour mark, and then I'm gonna get off of here. I still gotta go clean the weasel's cage yet.
Weasel's cage. Weasel head.
Well, yeah, Ronnie pretty much takes care of him, gives him his food and water, but I gotta go up and clean his cage out. Tiger. Peacock. I'm gonna throw something at you. He's sitting there on the counter staring at him now.
Oh, shit.
So now I'll have to put my wooden thing that's like part of a countertop on top of it because she'll be over there trying to lift the lid off when we go to bed. I hope that other one hatches out.
So you have a place to put it.
Huh?
Keep the cat from going near it. Especially when you know where it goes on. Keep the cats away from it.
No, I just put the piece of countertop on top of it when we go to bed because they can't lift it off. And it's not heavy enough to squish the incubator, but it's heavy enough that they can't get it off because it's got like a wooden rail on the back. So I put it on, I hook it over the back. So they can't like swat it this way or that way to get it off. I mean, she's more inquisitive. She's just sitting there staring at me. That would be good too, Judy. I know your rat fell down here somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know where. Oh, my hand is stuck. Oh. Thank you, Infinite. It'll be all right.
Shut up. Slap you in your head.
I'll put you on your blanket.
Ugh.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. But you gotta realize too, like, Tiger, we've basically raised since she was, I ain't been fighting with no one yet, Ryan. Just, my wrist is all swelled up right there. I can move it, but it hurts.
Good night, Infinite. Have a good night.
Good night, Infinite. Good night, Mother.
Good night, Mother Hen. Don't snore too loud there, Mother Hen. You might keep
Are
the
you
dog.
coming home Tuesday, Mother? Thank you, Judy. I'm just gonna go to urgent care and see if they'll x-ray it tomorrow. I know my orthopedic won't because I'm there for my knee, not my wrist. I would have to make a separate appointment. And urgent care is right next door, so hopefully they ain't too busy. Oh, I wish, Judy, I wish. Well, my knee, I go get my first chicken comb injection, and it's like hydrochloric something. So I go get that tomorrow, which is a gel injection. My knee is actually getting worse. And then I was supposed to go Thursday and get my knee brace made, but I was throwing up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I had to call the office and have them leave a message for the doctor to tell them that I wouldn't be in because they open at 8. So it's not like I could have waited to 8 because then they slam you with that no call, no show fee. So I go Thursday, I think at 11:30. But I had to switch my knee injections because you have to get 3 of them, and I can't be on my feet right after. So I made them off for Mondays because then I don't have to be to work until Tuesday night. So I'll have over 24 hours off of it before I have to go to work. But the goal is hopefully the injections and the knee brace work because I can't do the full knee replacement surgery right now. It's gonna have to be pushed out at least 6 months. Well, some days I don't know how I do it, Judy, and other days I'm just glad God gave me broad shoulders. I mean, pretty much probably 90% of the pain I deal with, I can work through. It's just crazy. I mean, like, my mom, she's super sensitive to some medicines. Now me, they could give me stuff that knock a horse out and I still can, you know, keep moving. Mom, she'd be out for a week. But I don't know, I just have a high pain tolerance. So if I'm crying because I'm in pain, then you know that it's past my toleration zone. But what I've been doing that's been helping somewhat with my knee too is I turn my machine that's in my spine on a feel setting. Crank it up and you can feel like the tingly sensation going down your legs and stuff. So that's been helping too. I'm trying to hold this head. Reminds me of a penguin. I think that black chick is part penguin. She's like this. And you know, the penguins are like this too sometimes. They're just walking along.
Walk when that's what they get going.
I guess it's better to be a penguin than an ostrich. You're trying to stick your head in the sand all the time.
They have
I don't know if he's like handicapped until I get him moved.
yeah.
But typically for the first 24 hours, they're squirrelier than a squirrel. So this time what I did is I put, you know, those, that non-slip stuff you can put in your cupboard so stuff don't slide around.
Yeah.
I put some of that in the bottom of the incubator so that isn't a slippery area. So it gives them a little bit more stability because the plastic under it is super slippery. And I didn't think to put some of this stuff in last time. So, and I always reading stuff on chickens and stuff like that. So the one lady used this in her incubator. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like just having the only part of me showing is my head and the rest of me being the sand. Then sometimes, yeah, I wouldn't mind putting my head in the sand, but then you get thoughts of, okay, who the heck's gonna walk up behind me while my head's buried in the sand and my butt's sticking up? I guess don't do it in the pasture.
Don't do it anywhere. Don't do it near a zoo. Or my orangutan might come out and grab your butt, right? And then take you in the cage with them. Then you never come out again.
Oh, is that Ace Ventura when nature calls?
Wayne, them orangutans are dirty animals. So he was sitting in the cage with him and grabbed the boobs and stuff. That's what he did.
They'll fling their own poop at you. What are you talking about?
Huh?
They'll throw their poop at you.
Oh, they grabbed ladies, man. She was sitting in the cage. She was sitting outside the cage. He came out and hugged her and grabbed her like this. I was laughing.
Well, some of them are male. What do you think they're gonna do?
I didn't say anything. I just saying. I just watched the film. I was watching the film.
I know. Now, imagine a woman going in there on her monthly, sitting in there with an orangutan or a gorilla. They'd be trying to do more than just grab her boob.
Yeah. They should show the video on YouTube. Not you, yeah, YouTube. A shot video.
Oh, I know. I've gone to the zoo and they're slapping around their twang there.
Oh my God.
Slapping it around like this, wiggling it back and forth. I'm like, yeah, because that was just the highlight of my day.
Yeah, look at Jeffrey, though, that one we know. He said that YouTube was making a stink about men taking their shirts off. He said, what about the monkeys walking around with a hat on, walking around, they don't think that about them. I started laughing. I said, what a thing to talk about. I don't care. That's what YouTube's making a big deal out of it. They say nothing about them. As he said.
Yeah, I can't remember where the heck. I think it was at the Asheville Zoo in North Carolina, or Asheboro Zoo. And the monkey was slapping around his thing, so I pointed at it and started laughing. Hey, I do the same thing to a dude. I'd be like, what are you going to do with that little thing?
Oh, geez.
Be like needle dick the bug fucker.
But she called that a troll before, remember? That very
Yeah. Yeah, he was being a frickin'. Before I got rid of him, I kept telling him that he was needle dick the bug fucker. See, I'm waiting for somebody to porn bomb me down in the bottom of the panel with his little tiny spectacle of a thing he calls a penis. Just so I can sit there and laugh at him, and because they can still hear you. I'll be like, what the hell are you going to do with that little thing? You trying to impress me? Oh, I can imagine. Let's see. My innocent eyes at 6 years old. My cousins stole a porn movie from their father and put it in the VCR and yelled to me I was out in the living room to come watch this. 6 years old. The one was a year younger than me. The other one was a year older than me. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah. And I left. I mean, I may have had Playboys in my house, but I sure in the heck didn't have porn movies that were accessible to my frickin' children.
Jeez.
I'd have had a freaking heart attack if I came in and seen my kids watching a porn movie. Oh,
I was getting tired.
yeah, and that's not even counting, all the education at zoos and game farms and stuff like that. Because you go to zoos and stuff like that, you never know what the heck you're gonna see.
Oh,
Don't matter if it's a monkey or elephant, goat. I remember my son, we took him to the Catskill Game Farm the very first time. I was pregnant for Brittany, so he wasn't quite 2 yet. And he was in a stroller. And we were going by the giraffes. Now, mind you, my son loved to play with like those little plastic dinosaurs and elephants, the African animals, and then like farm animals and stuff like that. Get down.
I heard that cackle out.
Excuse you. Get down. And next time I'm gonna just throw the water bottle at you. Waiting for Gandalf to come back so I can end the stream, except he said he'd be right back, and I don't want to just end it.
Mhm.
I have to say, let's see, when my kids were younger, I think my son was 4 or 5. We went down to Florida. Crystal's mom was living down there. We went to Tarpon Springs Aquarium, and the kids were feeding stingrays and sharks. They had these wooden things like about this long that you could stab in a shrimp, and you'd put it in the water and they'd come up and eat it. So that place was cool. And then they'd have people diving in the big tank with all the different fish. And then we went to the Lowry Zoo. That was a big zoo. Then we were also down there and went to Busch Gardens. And that one, they have like this African safari type thing. You ride around in a Jeep and see all the different animals.
Mhm.
And then they come up and you drive on this like kind of like a dock type thing. And it starts going sideways and stuff, and it turns into a water ride. And you're riding down, and all of a sudden these hippo heads pop up. They're not real, they're automated.
Yeah.
But their heads pop up and scare the heck out of you because their mouths open
Oh my gosh.
and they make noise and stuff. So then you start coming down it's supposed to be like a river, and it's got like different animals that'll just pop out of the bushes.
Mhm.
And so that was pretty cool. And then the kids were too little, but my cousin Tiffany and I, on the commercial they showed that big ride coming down and
Yep.
people standing on the bridge and they get soaked.
Yep.
Well, my cousin Tiffany and I went on that ride, and my aunt, both of my aunts my kids, my aunt's son, and my other aunt's daughter, they were all standing on that bridge when we came down. Leave me too well. Is that all that's left? But we had a lot of fun there. And you can go in this room and they have all these little parakeets and parrots and stuff like that.
Yep.
So we're in that room and they give you, you know, cups with stuff in it to feed the birds. And one landed on Brittany's head. She was probably like 2.5. And she started screaming when this little bird landed right on her head.
Oh, bird landed on our head.
Yeah, a little parakeet landed on her head and she was flipping out.
Mm.
And then when she did it, when it happened, I had to laugh even harder because when my daughter was little, she hated bugs. She'd run across the yard, a bug, a bug, a bug. Well, the one day, you know, they're all playing outside and, you know, the boys were taking their thing out and going pee. So, oh, Brittany thinks she can do the same thing. So she takes her diaper off, pulls her shorts down, right? And this big dragonfly landed on her head. Now she's running across the driveway with her shorts around her ankle and this dragonfly on her head and her hands going every which direction. A bug, a bug, a bug. And I'm like freaking dying laughing. I couldn't even breathe because it was just something I wish I, you know, had the video camera and I could have recorded it because that could have been like America's funniest home videos right there. But it's crazy how, you know, different kids are. Oh, you need to add my grandmother to your prayer list, Wayne.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll get my-
Her name is Edith. Yeah, I do too, Judy.
What's wrong with her anyway, Tasha?
She's having skin cancer removed on Tuesday. She got a bunch of skin cancer on her arm and her back. Well, I've been waiting, Gandalf, because I didn't want to shut down while you were gone because you said you were going to be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I was a kid with my biological dad, we'd be down to the beach like all day long. And my dad would be, you know, laying on, you know, the old lounge chairs that fold out that were like that plasticky weird material. Well, my dad drank, so he'd pass out laying on his stomach. And he'd have like all these dragonflies on his back. And I always think like that would wake me up out of a dead sleep if I had any type of bug on my back. Yeah, I can understand that, Judy. Well, that's good, Gandalf. See, I want a dragon
Trust me.
on my back. And somehow I want part of it to come up and come around like this. What?
You know, the dog was like this to your arm, like sniffing your arm and your shoulder, looking right at you, looking doing it still.
Yeah, I love dragons, snakes, tarantulas. I thought about getting that one tarantula that's called the bird eater. It's one of the biggest tarantulas there is. So I thought about getting a picture or getting a tattoo of it, but I'd have to pay buku bucks and go to somebody that could do a realistic tattoo, so it actually looked like the tarantula was on me. And it takes a while to find somebody that can make it super realistic like that.
You got a lot of good tattoos out there too. Good.
Yeah, I mean, the guy I go to now, he does awesome work, but he can't do like realistic stuff like what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's a certain type of tattoo artist
Yeah.
to do a image of a animal and to have it look like the animal's face is like levitating off of your skin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's what I'd like to do is get a big tarantula on my thigh, but it's gonna cost a lot of this to get it done, especially realistic to where it pops, like it's almost 3D.
Yeah, it's gonna cost you a lot of money to get that. Well,
Wow, that's not good, Judy. See, I would like one of the what was it, the banana boa or banana python that I wanted at PetSmart. I think it was a banana python. Yeah, PetSmart always has this banana python that I want, but it's not cheap. And then when they mark it down to where it's like $180, I don't have the $180, but then I don't have room to put a terrarium either. Unless I hang it from my ceiling. Yeah, it does take a lot to do your descriptions, Rich. Getting tired, Dave?
I was sitting there. My bumping stuff. I get up at night. My towel. Oh, shit.
Yeah, all those would be. Yeah, I love realistic tattoos too. It's just hard to find a good artist. And I don't know if my artist that did my tiger here, if he can do realistic ones to where they pop like they're coming off your skin or like they're actually there.
How can anybody make that? That would be funny if they even do that. What do you want to do? Have them do? Scare some animals or something?
Yeah, that definitely helps, Rich. But I'll make sure I title next Saturday's stream. So you know, and I'll just tag in it. Well, I'll tag in it anyways because you're gonna be playing music, so your channel will be there anyways. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I don't know if the very first tattoo artist that I ever, good night, George, love you. I don't know if he does realistic or if he has somebody in the shop that, yeah, you can do that too, Rich. Just email it to me. That would be awesome. And I'll put it right on there from my phone because it makes it easier that way. And I know what you meant, the conversations, the convos. See, now those one fish that you catch up there, see down here we have black and brown bullhead. The blackish colored ones typically have like a light gray belly, and then the brown bullheads typically have the yellow belly, like some of the ones that are the ones like what you caught. I know they're different everywhere, but here they'd be bullheads. And I would like, there's a couple places here that I found out that we can actually go fishing for catfish, but most places are a few hours away. Yeah, I can always understand what you're saying, typos or not. Because I know typically you're not used to typing in chat because you're typically on panel talking. So it is way different than having to think about spelling a word. Where did Dave go?
I don't know.
Well, now I gotta wait for him. So I can shut down and go clean the weasel and then have my corn and go to bed.
Dave, where'd you go? I'll shut down anyway. Oh, really? You're off.
Yeah, I know. I just don't like doing that.
I've done it before a lot of times.
Well, I know you have. There are some people that it don't matter if there's 50 people in the chat. They go saying I go at a time and boom, we're gone. 2 seconds.
You know who I'm talking about? Elliot did it to me when he wouldn't come back. So I shut it down. Oh, I forgot
Who
to come
did?
back. Elliot, AR Gun.
Oh,
He took off. He said, I forgot to come back to your stream. If I waited for him, I'd be on forever.
yeah, it happens. I'll give him a minute or two.
Here he is now.
Then he can be sitting in studio by himself.
There he is.
Well, there he is.
I just had a good bathroom.
Well, yeah, I was waiting for you to come back so I could shut her down, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
All right.
Okay. See
Bye.
ya.
Good night.
Bye, Tasha.
All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow night. I got to go tend to the weasel, check these chicks, and then I'm going to go to bed. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your night. Much love, God bless, and I appreciate all of you very much. You guys all mean a lot to me. Come in, hang out, and for all you guys do. So much love, God bless. We'll see you tomorrow night at 9.